Hi there, my name's Alana and today we are going to be going through the products that I selected for my March Shop My Stash, and then I'm going to be showcasing to you the products I'm going to be kind of focusing on in April, a little bit of my thought process. Really quick, here at Classy on the Run, we love talking about beautiful luxury high-end makeup, handbags. I wish I could tell you about beautiful places to travel, but last week I canceled my summer vacation again, so that's how I'm doing. So let's dig into these products. Again, these are the products that I selected in March. If you're wondering about the Kate Spade bags behind me, stay tuned. If you follow my channel, you know that I did some shopping at Kate Spade earlier this week. So after I do this video, I'm gonna be filming an unboxing. So let's get into it. So this is my little bin of products. So let's start off with the eyeshadow palettes. So the number one product that I used all month long, honestly it's not even a contest, is the stunning Natasha Denona Biba palette. This is a beautiful neutral palette, quality impeccable. Shades I particularly enjoyed were Freckle, Buff, Cocoa, Monroe, and Shine. I was using those ones a lot. I did dip into the other colors. I really did want to sort of fully experiment with this palette, but those sort of like the warm kind of neutrals, I was all over them. If there's one thing I just can't get over, specifically with the shade Freckle, it's that one coat of that shadow in my crease looks like one thing, but then I add another sort of dip of the product and the color just completely transforms. I love how buildable it is. I just, like, honestly, I think I could do a whole look using just that shadow. Well, maybe plus a little bit of shimmer, but so pretty. Loved it so much. It honestly was hard not to use this palette, but I did want to give some love to the other products I selected. So I understand the hype. I was late to the party on this palette. In my defense, this palette is 170 Canadian dollars. So that's not for me something, especially on makeup, that I'm just like, okay, 170 bucks, so let's go. This is something that I did purchase with a gift card. And I also redeemed a whole bunch of points to get the special points gift card. So didn't have to pay too much out of pocket, but absolutely in love. Love this palette. So the next product that I did really enjoy is the Nomad Tuscany palette. I got this in, I think it was my Ipsy Glam bag, plus possibly one I got in PR a number of months ago. And I remember when I swatched it and I got it, I was super impressed. However, I didn't think I would love this palette as much as I did. And let me be clear, I really enjoyed this palette. Part of what I really enjoyed about it is the trip that I told you that I canceled earlier this week was to Italy, where we were going to stay in Tuscany for a week. It's not really canceled, I just rescheduled it for next summer, but I also rescheduled it last summer. So this trip is now going to be 2 years late. But at the time when I was loving this, I thought there was hope for going to Tuscany. However, beautiful palette, great formula. This was my first time really diving into Nomad, and I just loved these two kind of matte brown shades. The shimmery pink was really nice. I just loved the sort of golden peachy looks I could create. Thought this was a really, really beautiful palette and definitely want to continue using it and playing with it, and definitely has earned a place either in my everyday drawer, or one video that I did talk about making that there was some interest in is sort of a travel makeup bag, and I think this would be such a great palette to travel with, especially if you have similar makeup taste to me, because it has those matte browns I need, has a bit of shimmer. Like, I feel like I could make enough looks for like a weekend away or even a week away, so that was great. Also has a mirror. The final eyeshadow palette I selected is actually the one I'm wearing right now, and it is by MAC. It's the Disney Aladdin collaboration. Just a beautiful tiny little 9-pan, sort of in the mauve purple gold family. I used mostly this shade here, sort of the gold shade, the matte brown, and this sort of metallic shimmery purple in the middle. Beautiful palette, a lot of fun. Personally, I don't find it that versatile, but I thought I made a really pretty look with it. I mean, I think I look pretty today, so we're gonna say I made a really pretty look with it. And love the shades, love the tones, love the collab. MAC has not done their best work lately, let's be honest. They've not been having their moment, but anytime MAC and Disney collab, I'm all over it, so love this. Okay, so let's talk blush, bronzer, highlighter. In first place, we have the Natasha Denona Blush Duo in the shade Strawberry Cheeks. The only thing, unfortunate thing that happened is I dropped it and the highlighter broke a little bit, so I pressed it back in, just being gentle. This blush and highlighter I am wearing today, and I think this blush here is so stunning. It is just a gorgeous sort of matte pink, but with a little bit of a radiance to it. Sort of like a peach, a bit of a peachy pink, like I guess it's a strawberry pink, but just really, really beautiful flush on the cheeks, and I have loved every time I've used it. Okay, so next up we have Note Cosmetics. Now, I'm gonna start off with the one I didn't like as much, but it's only because I have so many good things to say about the other. So we have the bronzer, and this is in Caramel Cake shade 3. I found it was a little bit difficult to work with and to get the blend that I enjoy. The other thing I'd say is that I don't really, this is a very radiant bronzer, and I prefer a more matte bronzer, so that's just on preference. It was a little hard to work with. I didn't mind the result once it was on, but just not really, just not my favorite. Now, however, this shade Oriental Pink, so it fell and broke. But there's still tons of product left. It fell and broke like years ago. This is like a blush and a highlighter, beautiful golden flush, like truly a beautiful product. I like love it. I think this is so much prettier than NARS Orgasm. It just has this like dewy, like bordering on metallic, just kind of glow on the cheeks, but like sculpting. It's just, this is stunning. Love this. Unfortunately, I had a really hard time working with this Paul and Joe blush. It's their gel blush formula in shade 001. I didn't have a good time working with it. It was always too much. I just didn't like it, okay? Also did not love this Saint Laurent Jelly highlighter. This kind of, like, basically to summarize, it feels like a brand that has only been created for subscription boxes. Okay, so let's talk primer. So I've got the Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil, and I can't quite tell if this is like a primer or a face oil, but I guess any product you put on prior to foundation is kind of a primer. Anyways, I really enjoyed this. Felt very hydrating. It's by Wonder Beauty. It's the Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. Got it in a subscription box. I think it's quite lovely. One I did not enjoy was the Hourglass Ambient Light Correcting Primer. I think it's just gone bad. You know, I can't find the expiry date on it, but I actually was going to use it today, and when I went to put on my skin, it just dried down so patchy, and then it was like peeling off, and that's not the way I remember this product at all, and I just think it's gone bad. So I don't blame Hourglass because it is old. These two are the Hourglass Vanish foundation. I have Porcelain and Alabaster, and I think Porcelain is a better fit for me right now. I haven't used a stick or cream foundation in a while, but it was pretty easy to work in my skin. It looked good. It did have a little bit more of a matte bordering on flat finish that I didn't love as much. I just think personally I prefer dewy, kind of softer focus makeup, so I don't think it matches my style as much anymore, but the coverage was great, easy to blend, and was not expired, so that was also good. Now, this was a product that I did not put in my Shop My Stash. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. It's actually the foundation I'm wearing today in shade 120W. I got this in my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus last month, I want to say, and I've just been reaching for it a ton, so I wanted to include it in my Shop My Stash because even though it wasn't in the set of products that I chose last month, it just sort of snuck its way. I'm just like, It just sort of snuck its way into my Shop My Stash bin. So I think it earned its place, and I think it's really beautiful. I like it a lot more than I thought I would, so this is very nice. Oldie but a goodie, the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. Nice primer, standard, you know, like I just like it because it's hydrating, it smells like coconut, works under a lot of products, so enjoyed this, enjoyed getting to reach for it. Now this is a hydrating foundation in the shade Light. It was a bit too dark and a bit too warm on me. I probably should have the shade Fair. I actually don't know if they make the shade Fair. This was an Ipsy add-on. It was the lightest shade available. Just a little orange on me. But it was pretty easy to work with, really easy to blend out, very comfortable on my skin, thought it looked pretty. I love lighter coverage, especially in this work from home COVID era. I really liked it. So I could forgive the slight orange, slight darkness because it's so light coverage. It was really easy to blend it in and it all worked out. And my final two products. So this is a Givenchy mascara. This was sent to me in PR. This is their Volume Disturbia mascara. That's quite the name. And when I first got it, it's not the brush I typically enjoy. I find this one has a very spiky, sort of plasticky brush, and it doesn't have the long sort of fluffy bristles that I enjoy. So I wasn't too excited when I opened it. I mean, I was excited, like Givenchy sent me a whole bunch of products, so I was like excited about the whole box. But for this mascara, I wasn't excited. However, like a good beauty YouTuber, I put it on and I fell in love. It was absolutely beautiful. So lovely. It really gave just like a bam to my eyes. Like, I've been wearing this a lot on camera lately, and let me tell you, the thumbnails, like especially the ones where I'm like looking up like that, if you see that face in a thumbnail over the last say 2-3 weeks, I've been wearing this mascara and I'm very happy with it. So this one, very good, like it a lot. I will be doing a full face of Givenchy soon. Maybe I'll film that tomorrow, haven't decided yet, but have been really enjoying their products. And again, this mascara, I did not select it for Shop My Stash, but I've been using it all month, and it's another product that just sort of snuck its way into the bin. The last product is a proper Shop My Stash product, and it is the MAC Under the Covers lipstick. Wearing it right now. Really pretty pink, very comfortable on the lips. I liked it. It was comfortable, it's pretty, it's soft, it's hydrating, not too much. And I think the biggest thing for me and my makeup taste over the last month, my ultimate goal has been not too much. Just because I'm working from home, I work in a professional environment, and I've definitely appreciated putting some makeup on. It just made me feel more alert and alive. But I'm not doing like a full face of glam to sit on Zoom on my couch. Sorry. So that makes up for the products that I've used in the last month. So this look today, again, I'm wearing the Laura Geller as my foundation. Definitely reaching for lighter coverage. I have the Note blush and bronzer. I don't think I love the bronzer, but the blush, I like the blush. The Saint Laurent highlighter. I'm wearing Natasha Denona Biba as my eyeshadow today. So beautiful. The new Benefit mascara. I've got Benefit Precisely My Brows on my brows, and the Merit lip oil. I'm again wearing the Laura Geller as my foundation, my usual Benefit brows. I went in with the Nomad eyeshadow palette again today. Very pretty. The new Benefit Magnetic mascara. I'm wearing my Hermes lipstick. The Paul and Joe blush, the Saint Laurent highlighter, and the Note bronzer. So that is the look today. Also, these new earrings were my Valentine's Day gift that just arrived from my husband from Midjourney. Another Shop My Stash look, wearing the Natasha Denona Biba palette. So pretty. I think this is my favorite way I've used it so far. And then the Natasha Denona blush, and I'm wearing the Givenchy foundation that they recently sent me. I'm sort of testing it out. Wearing the Natasha Denona Biba palette again. This time I did not do a winged liner. I just kind of put a little more of the darker shades on the side. Oh, we have Winston here. Oh, say hi, buddy. Oh, you have crusties in your eye. He's been getting a lot of crusties on his eye. Yeah. Anyways, Natasha Denona Biba palette. Really liking it. Charlotte Tilbury brows. Enjoying those. And Bobbi Brown foundation. So not like a total Shop My Stash, but I have been focusing on the Biba palette. So. Okay, so the products for next month. So I'm starting off already with that Givenchy mascara in here, because once you open a mascara, they go bad within 3 months, and I really hate opening new mascaras. I mean, let me be clear, I enjoy it because it's like, I love makeup, but I hate opening a new mascara if I already have one on the go. And I've been really enjoying this one, so this one can go back in my Shop My Stash. In terms of my eyeshadow palette, I really wanted to focus on Soft Glam by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Beautiful, sort of got some pinks, some browns, sort of some of those colors that were in the Tuscany palette. I remember when I got this palette, it was years ago. We're not going to talk about how old she is. It was super hyped. And it was also a little bit harder to work with, and so I sort of gave up. So I want to revisit it, see if I can make it work for me, and I just want to play with it again. So and kind of give it like a second chance at a first impression. It's been long enough, so we're gonna try Soft Glam. Now for our foundations, I have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte and the Infallible Pro Glow. Pro Matte is in shade 101 Classic Ivory, and Pro Glow is in 201 Classic Ivory. So I tried to, it has the same name, okay? So I'm gonna try these out. I'm thinking this one might be a good filming foundation, and this one might be a good one for just sort of my everyday zoom in for work look. For a primer, I really want to delve into the Porefessional Pearl Primer. I've been loving the Porefessional Hydrating Primer, and I got this one, I think, in a set over the holidays, and I'm all for glowy, dewy springtime, so let's give this one a try. For my lipsticks, the first two I have are Pillow Talk and Enchanting Kiss. These are the Hyaluronic Happy Kiss Balms. I did a dedicated video on them, so I'll leave it down below. These ones I'm not so much picking for the purposes of reviewing. I have a review up. I mean, I still, like, I'll review them, but these ones I'm more picking for two reasons. One, they're hydrating and, you know, they're new, and I really want to focus on using up and enjoying some of the products I've purchased in the not so recent past. And two, I just feel like springtime, like hydrating, soft kissable lips, it just kind of, I don't know, all of those feelings. And then on top of that, being stuck at home, I actually don't need a lipstick that's gonna work for me all day, because, you know, reapplying my lipstick is one of the little joys I have right now. So really want to enjoy these and give these the love that they deserve, because I paid for these with my own money and they were not cheap. Another recent purchase of mine is the Sweet Blossom lipstick. This was from a limited edition Lunar New Year collection from Charlotte Tilbury. This one was sold out online, and I purchased the cherry one. It was like a matte cherry, I forget what it's called, okay? It's like a matte, it had like cherry, maybe it's called Cherry Blossom or something, I don't know. Cherry Kiss, something like that. But it was matte, cherry red, very pretty, like it a lot. This was the kind of the hydrating nude, and it's a little more coral, a little more brown than I thought, but I've been really enjoying this one. So next up from Milk Makeup, we have Work the Lip and Cheek. This is something I've sort of had my eye on and like put in my cart before, and like physically, like I remember I had it in my hand when I was in LA like years ago, and then put it back and then like thought about it. And this was the item I got to choose for my Ipsy last month. So I was like, yeah, I'll take that. And these are like $14 for the mini ones. So it's a lip and cheek balm. Just, I'm excited to play with it. Another product, this one I got as an Ipsy add-on. Are we noticing a trend here? Who has spent too much money on Ipsy during this pandemic? Me. Okay, this is from Patrick Ta. And this is his blush in She's Seductive. But can she open it? Yes, she can. So it's just sort of like a matte Alana color. It's just like a matte sort of plummy nude. And pretty mirror. I don't know, excited to play with it. Got it at a discount. The final product I've chosen for this month, my heart, okay, is Champagne Pop by Becca. So if you saw my recent Sephora haul, I recently repurchased Champagne Pop for the millionth time, probably like the fourth time. It's broken. It's a very breakable product. But I just wanted to kind of have like a loving memorial to Becca by wearing this product on my face for the next month. Fun fact about my written blog that I had before YouTube, my Champagne Pop post was my most viewed post of all time. Thank you, Jaclyn Hill. So yeah, anyways, these are my products, and one thing I wanted to tell you a little bit about where I'm at and my intentions with these. You'll notice if you are a loyal fan of mine, if you are one of my longer term YouTube friends, if you've been watching my Shop My Stash series over the last couple of months, you'll notice that for the first couple of months, I definitely bit off more than I can chew. And even with the products I chose last month, like, it was kind of hard to use them all up. Or not use them all up, but like use them all. So I wanted to really pare down the products I'm working with so that way I can really focus on them. But then what I want to do next month as well is kind of what I did this month, which is some products that I just sort of ended up using a lot in the month and that sort of make their way into the bin. I want to also be able to review those. So it's a little bit more natural, a little bit less forced. And we're still shopping our stash and paying attention to products we don't pay attention to. But, you know, as a moderately successful YouTuber. I'm fortunate to receive, you know, PR products from a number of brands, and when those come in, I want to test them and try them, and on top of that, I have my Ipsy subscription and things like that. So as products come in, I want to try them, I want to play with them, and if I really love them, I want them to make their way into our monthly roundup. So those are the products that I enjoyed and did not enjoy in March that were in my Shop My Stash. These are the products we're using coming into April, and a little bit about my thoughts on what this series is going to look like moving forward. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't know if unboxing these is going to be the next video that you will watch from me, but it's the next video I'm gonna film, and I'm super excited. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.